Where are we? Where are we at right now? Oh, it's Hollow Knight. It's Hollow Knight. Everybody, it's Hollow Knight. Oh, I love this video game. So we're back at it. I had to take a little break from Hollow Knight to record some Celeste for a friend of mine. And now that that's done and my busy weekend is over, I'm back to getting some. Hold on, I just gotta. I love the parallax. Look at that. Each of these houses is like 3 parts put together to give them depth like that. It's so good. It's so subtle and it's so good. Little details. It'd be really fun to play a game like this in VR. Just like as if you're sort of looking at a little diorama. I got some birthday scotch from my brother. He got me a Ardbeg Corey Vrecken, which I don't know. We tried to look up what year it is, like how many years old it is, and that information was not forthcoming. But it's at least a 10, and honestly, it tastes more like a 12 or a 15. It's got a real peaty flavor to it, but not too heavy. It's really nice. Oh, that's right. I almost skipped this key. It's a good key to get. So I'm going this way so that I can go. I'll take this path around. There we go. In here. I'm going this way just so I can open up the top path for traversing later. See, not there. I don't think so. Oh yeah, okay, this is a dead end. Never mind, I guess it is right here. Huzzah, alright. So, yeah. Crystal Peaks. What to say about Crystal Peaks? Oh, that's right. Pearl's here. Ah, quite a view, no? I'm not surprised you survived the trek through these shimmering caverns. There's an air of strength about you. I suspect it would be quite intimidating, if not... I suspect it would be quite intimidating, if not for your small stature. Did it sadden you to see those miners below still laboring at their endless task? Even overcome, strong purpose has been imprinted upon their husk. The crystal ore is said to contain a sort of energy, not as powerful as the soul the city dwellers harness, but far less lethal. Strange to know such ancient facts. I wonder where my knowledge comes from. I wonder. At this high vantage, I can just make it out. The light from that sad little town. I doubt its residents could even comprehend the scale of the world that surrounds them. So small it seems. I need this Ardbeg to loosen my tongue a little bit. So I can get a little bit more comfortable in those lines. They did a really good job at making, oh yeah, so you can kind of, if you're very, very careful, I'm gonna give it a shot, but I'm not super worried about it. Come on. No, okay, well, I fucked it up too many times. You can, or maybe they fixed it, but you can do a pogo off of that. Maybe I should have gone left there. And you can catch the wall and wall jump, and you can get up there without the double jump. Which lets you get one of those pale ores very early, which is very nice. Rude. But I'm not going to worry too much about that level sequence breaking here. Oh wait, I caught it. I just don't have the sulfur right now. 1 second, let me go get some. And also, let me open that right there. Oh, I need to go this way anyway? Oh, this... Didn't realize what I got myself into. That's okay. If I had any soul, I could do a blast on these guys. But I don't. Shan't. I shan't. Uh-oh. I got blasted. Ah, he blasted me right in the butthole. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and do a nip on down here for some slam. I will come on and slam, and I will step in to somewhere or in the vicinity of the jam. Oh yeah, I was gonna demonstrate it, but I killed the guy too quickly. You can rebound those things. You can bounce them back at them, which is fun. So this is another putrid egg, which I have no use for. Because I not only shan't be dying, but I shan't be needing to recover my shade. I don't know if you know what, I'll do the Coliseum and such in here too. I'll do Grim, I'll do all that stuff. Because I do love this game, and because it's fun to do the challenging stuff. Which, if you've seen my if you see my Rave World playthrough, you are aware that I'm into challenging stuff. And I mean, I just did Celeste too, so it's really on the spectrum there. On the spectrum of challenging things, that is. I just want to get a little bit of soul for this. I don't know why I was so focused on that. It's not that big of a deal. So they show the... They have the grub up there, and you're like, oh, I want to get that grub. And then they show this thing in the background as sort of like a visual cue for when you see one later. See, is there... Okay, that's the return path, right? Yeah, I think so. I think that's the return path after you've gotten the Crystal Dash. Woohoo, woohoo. This is fun. This area, I mean, I guess it kind of does with the Crystal Guardian, but it doesn't have an official boss in the same way that... Uh-oh. Woo. I guess I can't just jump off. I need a dash. Whatever, good enough. It doesn't have an official boss in the same way that, you know, like Green Path very much has Hornet. Or I guess I should say they don't have a boss right before the power-up. Walk right into it. So they have this sort of challenging platforming section instead, which I think is a nice little alternative. Ori did that for the first game for its entirety. There's actually no real bosses in the first Ori game, and then in the second game they sort of alternated, which I think it's kind of I think it's good policy to switch up between, you know, challenge types. I think Metroidvanias can be done, both combat and platforming can be done well, and a good mix of them is important. I wonder if, oh yeah, so now you're trapped in here, right? Because you can't get back up. And you go over here and you're like, well, this is a dead end. Got the little camera pan over there to be like, no, that's nothing, bud. And then you're like, okay, cool, so I'm going across this bridge. Now we got this heartbeat, and so here's another one of those things, right? Like those robots, those big round robots, like the one that was hanging from the ceiling from where the grub was. So it's like, again, tying it together, like there's one of those things here and there's one of those things there, and you need the crystal heart, that is to say the crystal dash for both of them. Super dash. You can cancel your super dash in midair by pressing the button again, which is helpful for some challenges later on. Yeah, here we go. Shortcut. And see, so there's the guy, there's the robot. They put it right there, and it's like right after you pick up the crystal dash, so they, you know, tie the two pieces together very nicely. Very nice and neat. Oh, and then they have one out here because, like, you're going into the area where all the robots are. Let me look at the map. Where am I? I haven't been up there. I'll go up there. Let me rebound one of these things. Think. All it really does is serve to make the thing not in your face. I'll just do... ooh, I just realized I have a bunch of souls, and I have the shopkeeper's key, and that means I can get the ornate key, which means I can go get the fireball upgrade, which I am about. I remember where the up attack, the up spell, the shriek upgrade is. I don't remember where the... Oh, I know where the desolate dive one is. Never mind. I think I have it in my mind. Actually, yeah, I think I'm like right by it. Oops. Here, let me go down here and fight some guy. Shoot some laser. Punch some guy. Shoot some laser. You know, the usual. Or, yeah. I'm not shooting the laser. I'm shooting the thing that has the laser. Whatever. Whatever. I don't have time for your nonsense. There's a lot I can get right now, and I'm gonna get all of it. Nah, this part sucks. This part's no good. It is tough. It's tough because of right here, where, oh, I guess that's not too bad. Uh-oh, we crushed. And you have to go all the way back to the beginning of the section here. Though, it seems like you can kind of just, like, do that. Oh, just got it. Okay, I gotta go this way because I gotta get the... I think there's a grub up here, right? Ow. No, there's a grub below here. Oh my god. I don't usually have this much trouble, I swear. This never happens, I swear. I guess I could also just push into it, because there's thankfully no punishment for touching the side of it. But wait, that stopped something? Oh, this is new! Is this new? I swear to God, this is new. This lever, turning the things off. This is... I do not remember this being a thing before. I am certain that they added this later. Huh. I'm gonna go watch some old videos of Hollow Knight and see if this is a thing that was there before, because I don't remember that being the case. Okay, so what I want to do, though... Okay, there's nowhere to the right. I need to go on the bottom because I want to go to where you would get to the resting grounds, and I'm gonna shoot over it with the crystal dash, and I'm going to... Is this where I'm... No. I'll put some people in here. That'll get me, I believe, the Desolate Dive upgrade. Unless I'm misremembering. I guess we'll find out. There's a few places I could be going. Rude. Rude. Okay. Okay. Just a bunch of crystals here. Don't mind me, just a bunch of crystals all together. Sweet. So much money. So much money. Let's see, I probably have a couple of relics too I could sell. I'm not urgently in need of funds. Uh-oh. Really getting lucky on those hits. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it just keeps out of the way. Let's get the geo. Thank you. Yeah, down here is the bench. Exactly 4,500. Okay, yeah, up there, the door slightly up and to the right of me. It's where I'm gonna go try and get that upgrade, go to the resting grounds. There's a few things there I can do. Fuck it, I don't care about them. I don't care. I don't care about them either. I don't care about you. So yeah, you can... Wait, can you get all this way without the... Yeah. So you can't go along the path that I just took. You have to go in the bench room. You have to go up in the bench room and right through the top doorway, and then you can get over to here. I do not have the lantern. Doesn't mean I can't do this. It just means I can't do it well. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 Hold on. Let's try this again. Get it one more earnest shot. I should have known better than to do that. Get some soul back. No. No. Thank you. Okay. I'm kind of just going off of insight here on like how far I think the platforms are supposed to be. Oh, no, that was correct. Oh, I had it there too. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. What? I'm no, that's not gonna happen. I was sort of just going off of like platforms are usually this far apart, and it was good. It was good until it wasn't good, but it was good. Okay, I can just pop down here and hit the bench real quick, which is what I will do. Bench. Speaking of no deaths, thank you. Okay, well, tell you what, we'll call it a draw. I could go get the lantern and come back and do that now. God, this scotch is good. I chose it because it mentioned that it was like peppery notes in it, and I was like, that sounds like fun. And it was like peppery, dark fruit, something like that. I'm sure anybody who wants to can go Google Ardbeg, which is spelled exactly like you think it is. One word, Ardbeg. Ardbeg Corryvrecken, Corryvrecken. Google will figure it out. I mean, if you get Ardbeg and a C or a K sound at the start, it'll find it. So this is a challenge, I believe. Yeah, this is a super dash challenge. These are fun little rooms. There's not a lot to do with the super dash outside of like getting through areas that have these big gaps that you couldn't get through otherwise. So they kind of had to come up with some challenge rooms that were their sole purpose was to, you know, require super dash mastery. It has some function. Oh, that's right. That's where you get deep focus. Bing bong. It has some use in combat because it lets you stall on walls, which is kind of nice. Like, I know you can cheese the, some parts of the Coliseum. Is there anything hidden in, like, the ceiling anywhere here? I don't remember that there is. No, there's not. You can kind of cheese it by using, like, all the pet charms and then stalling at the top of the wall with Crystal Dash. But that's not necessary. Nope. Whatever. Good enough. The bench is above me, but I'm gonna go here. Oh, and I can't get up there yet. Unless no, not quite. Cannot, just barely can't make it. Actually, with the Mark of Pride and the long nail, I might be able to, because I'll bounce up just a little bit higher, just enough higher to be able to reach that thing. It's fine now. I know where to get the double jump. I could technically get it now. I have everything I need for the route is open to me now. So that is a choice I could make. Yeah, really, once you get the Crystal Dash, most of this game opens up. Or I guess it's called the Crystal Heart and the Super Dash. I've read it as, seen people call it Crystal Dash for a while. You know what I'm saying. Is this the first Mimic? By the way, I think I've said this before. I don't know if I've said it in one of these videos, but Mimics are my favorite enemy type. Something about the whole idea is just like, it just tickles me. Especially when they're actually treasure chests. Because it's a perfect subversion of your expectation. Yeah, yes it is. You fucker. Oh my god, and they have a lot of health too. Okay. Is this the room where there's like 3 of them? No, okay, this is the correct one. But yeah, you're like, sweet, I got a reward, and then it's like, no, this is actually dangerous. And so setting you up to be a little bit more cautious around all kinds of rewards, I think that's great. I love it. Woo! Elevator. Down we go. Back in town. We made it back to Dirtmouth. I could open that up. Oh, I didn't buy the other key. I think I only have the one that's used for the sewers, right? Yes, I do. I managed to choose exactly the wrong direction to push all those buttons. So, what does Slot have?
Oh, what do you have there? Why, that's the key to my storeroom. I thought I'd lost it for good. Did you find it in those old mines, perhaps? Very curious. I've no idea how it ended up in such a remote place. Very honest of you to return it to me, yes. Very kind. And now that I can open my old storeroom up, I can sell you some of the rare stock that's been gathering dust in there. These items may be a little time-worn, but they retain their full market value. Very precious stuff. Take a look.
Love it. Always a salesman. Ever a salesman. So yeah, so we're gonna get this key. We're gonna get Lumifly Lantern. I'm gonna pick up Sprint Master, even though I'm not. Actually, you know, maybe I should use it. I'll pick up the other key. Well, okay. What else would I spend my money on? I could go to Salubra and go get another Charm Notch, maybe. If I got enough charms for that, I'll pick up Heavy Blow, if that's the case. I'll just buy the Rancid Egg so it's out of the inventory, because it's only 60. And then that just leaves this stuff. Which, let's see, wrong button again. I only have one of each, so it's not going to get me to full.
Patamas Geo.
Yeah, I'll just hang on to my Geo for a second here. All right, we got the lantern. Oh yeah, what does he would say? Oh, what a turn. Our shopkeep's come home. Oops, probably should have read this sooner. Just wandered back in. I'd hoped for grand tales of his time below, but he seems to remember almost nothing. Maybe it was all too much for him.
If you're interested in his wares, watch out. He drives a hard bargain, that one. No competition, that's the problem. It's bad for the market. Not that he's complaining. I never thought I'd see such a thing. The Stag Station has opened. That building lay silent since before even my time. Oh, I've heard the tales of the glorious lines. A web of tunnels running all through the kingdom. Not that I'll be traveling them, mind you. I'm quite content where I am. Did you visit the temple? A strange building, I've heard, though I'd never dare the journey myself. The braver among us once went there to pray. Said they felt at peace within the walls. After a while, they stopped going. I wonder what changed. A young couple's just recently taken up residence in the house beside the station. Seems they're running a map shop, which may excite adventurous types like yourself. She's a tall bug, the wife. I told them to take a larger house, especially given they're all empty, but they like the look of that one. The way she has to bend just to get through the door, I wouldn't put up with it myself. That nosy old lift? Where does it go? Up to the old mines they carved into the peak, I suppose. Have you been up there? Is it true that crystals grow everywhere you step? A villager brought some of those crystals back to the village once. I don't quite understand the allure myself. You can't eat them, and they don't make very good pillows. They hardly seem worth all the trouble to me. I hope you aren't too disappointed by our little town, traveler. Though it's now a solemn place, once we were much more welcoming. Entry to the kingdom was forbidden long ago, supposedly after some great calamity. Many gates were closed, but our old well remains as a way to creep back in. Yikes. Over the years, all kinds used the well to wriggle into the ruins. Wanderers, thieves, adventurers. Funny how few ever come back up. Perhaps they find what they're looking for. Bah, I'm not so naive. No doubt they've all been gobbled up. There are countless dangers in those depths. Did you know the caverns continue even below the capital? Few have ventured that deep, so the details are scant. Those who made it back told of impossibly old structures and roads, formed as though the rock itself possessed a will.
I probably should stop back to talk to Elderbug once in a while. He is a good fellow. So what do we got? Okay, so I have a couple of choices here. I can go back over this way to here to go get the Dream Nail and I think maybe the upgrade to the slam. I have... Oh, now that I have the lantern, I can go back down to Deep Nest. That's also a possibility. I could go into the sewers and go fight Dung Defender, and then make my way down to Ancient Basin to go get the Monarch Wings. That's a possibility. God, those three are sort of the main choices right now, because I can't get into Queen's Gardens until I either get the Shadow Dash, which I need to go to Kingdom's Edge first to get the mark of whatever, the King's Brand, that's it. And so I feel like going to get the Dream Nail now is a good idea, just so that as I come across the mini bosses, I can do them. Oh yeah, and I can also work my way up here as well. I have many directions to go. That's one of the things I love about this game. I am at the point I'm at in the game right now. I have discovered one. Okay, we'll count Dirtmouth and King's Pass as one area. 1, 2, 3, 4 if you count Fog Canyon. 5, 6, 7, 8 areas, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more places I can still go just right now. And there's a couple more on top of that, and then there's still even more stuff to do. It's just insane. There's so much good content in this game. It is good content, the video game. Oh, that's right. Zod's currently trapped in Deep Nest. Oh, I have to say Bretta, too. God, so many things to do. Need to go back to Leg Eater and buy some more charms from him at some point. Tell you what, I'm going to go back into Crystal Peak. I'm going to go get the Dream Nail first, because that's you kind of need it to build up for all the other areas. It plays nice with all your other explorations, so it seems like a good choice. That's one of the reasons it's not a bad idea to get it at the start, or near the start. Since, I mean, well, I don't imagine grinding for the Lumifly Lantern is all that interesting. I say that actually having done it myself. So, maybe not at the very beginning, but once you've got the Geo to get the Lumifly Lantern, picking it up and coming here, regardless of what other movement options you have, so you can go get the Dream Nail, is probably not a bad call. Oh, the other direction, I mean, you could do this is, hold on. Going the right way? Yeah, I can go this way. Uh-oh. Cease. Thank you. And I'll go down here, and I'll go to the right, which apparently I haven't gone to yet. Oh, good. Oh, this isn't too bad. Oh, this is gonna be... okay. Whew, okay. Oh, nope. It's actually, yeah, it's easier if you just hold right there. And then, yeah, they add the mechanism to stop them. This is absolutely a new thing, I feel like. Also to stop that annoying stomping sound. I can stop in with the Grubfather and see what he's got going on. He's got some rewards for me. That's some more Geo, which I do not mind. God, so many things to do. I remember reading that in one of the Team Cherry, like, either their interviews or one of the design blogs or something. They're like, we wanted to make it so that whichever direction you went, there was something for you to do. And it's not just that they added a lot of little secrets to do and a lot of little side things, which they were very successful in that. It was also that they just made each area important in its own way. So that it's not... Normally in a Metroidvania, it's like you have to... there we go. In a Metroidvania, you have to, like... get key A to open lock A, and then lock A has key B, which opens lock B, and it's sort of like... It can be very sequential. I say this on the very generic Metroidvania formula. Obviously, if you actually... Well... Super Metroid was fairly linear. It wasn't the... If you don't sequence break. Okay, here we go. It was linear in the major abilities that you got, but it gave you a lot of side paths you can go constantly to pick up little things. And, Symphony of the Night was... I mean, especially once you get to the Upside Down Castle, was extremely non-linear. So, yeah, okay. So, this is where you go. So you need the Desolate Dive. So even if you do Crystal Peaks first, if you haven't done Soul Sanctum yet, you can't do this. Man, fuck these guys. I'm absolutely just gonna burn. Oh! Come on. Uh-oh. I'm still alive. That was like a needless amount of damage I took, but I'm still alive. Okay. Well, in here, like, once you get the dash and the wall jump, is there supposed to be no music play? Oh man, that's not good. Once you get the first two movement abilities, I am on fire. Oh man, I'm gonna eat my first death here. Once you get your first two movement abilities, it really opens up a lot of the world for you. You have so many different choices you can make. And that's awesome. Because it means you can be like, ooh, I remember this one path, and you don't hit like you're not like, oops, I hit a dead end, because I went the wrong direction. Like, I got one power-up and then I don't get to do anything else, kind of thing. Or like one like little minor upgrade, like a missile upgrade kind of equivalent thing. And it's like, oops, I got the one little upgrade, but I didn't go to the place where you get the good ability. Oh yeah. Hey, I was right. You noticed it was another snail shaman. Nice, so now I have Descending Dark, which is a stronger version of Desolate Dive. It hits a larger area, I think it has slightly longer iframes, and so you can't get into this area without having the Desolate Dive in the first place, so that's how they prevent you from getting this upgrade before you've got the item. They do that in, I guess technically all the cases, because you can't... I think there's a way to cheese... No, I think you have to get the Fireball. You always have to get Vengeful Spirits. Sorry, I had to go back here to get this grub. Always gotta save the grub. And I'm thinking about... Yeah. For all the spells, you have to have the first version in order to get the second version somehow. They have that sort of like soft gated that way, or hard gated, I guess. All right, back we go. Now it's time to get the drum nail. Whoop. Bye. Oh shit. Oh, was there actually anything over there? I remember that thing before. I don't know if there was. Okay, so this is probably the first little mini boss guy I'm gonna fight. Oh, I was gonna point out before that, like, since you can get down to Deep Nest from here once you've got the wall jump, either by fighting the Mantis Hordes or going in the side path here, you can get the Tram Pass, which you can use the Tram Pass to go over here to go to the Ancient Basin, and then the Ancient Basin go to, like, all the way around. Or, I mean, like, or you can't reach the Stagway in Ancient Basin yet, but, like, if you do get yourself out safely, then you can go to here, and you can take the tram from this path to get into the resting grounds, and you don't even need to do Crystal Peaks or Soul Sanctum or any of that. So, like, that's the big part of how they were able to pull off making anywhere you go be valuable, is that every major area has 2 entrances, one for each, like they have like a pair of power-ups you need to get in here. So Resting Grounds is Tram Pass or Desolate Dive. Crystal Peaks is I guess basically just wall jump, which is like more or less, or no, you can get into here. You can get into Crystal Peaks with just the lantern. So it's lantern or wall jump. Green Path, you need the fireball, and then Fungal Waste, you need to get the dash. So the only 3 areas, boom, boom, boom. The first 3 areas here are the only ones you have to have. You have to do like a linear path, and then they just open it up. Deep Nest, you just need the wall jump or beating the Mantis Hordes, which is like not explicitly a power up, but it is like a major challenge. Soul Sanctum has only 1 entrance. You can get into the sewers 2 ways, I think. You can get into the east part of City of Tears from 1 of 2 ways. You can get into Kingdom's Edge either from Ancient Basin or somewhere else, or from City of Tears. Yeah, so like by hooking everything up in a very loose fashion and giving you like multiple ways you can get into them, it means that you have a very unique experience every time. The combination, the number of different combinations, the combinatorial set of a story thing. I'll finish this thought real quick. The combinatorial set of pathways you can take to play this game is larger, significantly larger than you normally see in these kinds of games, because there are so many different ways you can go along the branches. So that there's probably like a primary path that a lot of people take, where like they'll do Green Path to Fungal Waste, and they'll probably end up in City of Tears because they're going to find the Mantis Hordes to be too hard, and they're probably not going to explore enough to find the alternate route to Deep Nest, and they're probably not going to save up for the Lumifly Lantern to go to Crystal Peaks just yet, but they might, and they might get the Crystal Dash, or they'll go to City of Tears, and then maybe they go into Soul Sanctum, and they're like, I don't want to do this yet, and they'll like go get the key, and they'll go down into the sewers and such, and so like, yeah, there's a path that most people are probably going to take, but then every so often you'll have somebody who's like, I play a lot of video games, and they just beat the Mantis Hordes, and they just go to Deep Nest before they do anything else. They're like, holy fuck, this is crazy, and you get to have your own unique experience with it, and that's wonderful. Rude. To protect the vessel, the dreamers lay sleeping. Monomon the teacher in her archive, surrounded by fog and mist. Lurien the watcher in his spire, looking over the city. Hera the beast in her den, amidst the deep darkness beyond the kingdom. Through their devotion, Halnest lasts eternal. Bum, bum, bum! Dream locations add to map. Of course.
Go no further, little shadow. What compels its climb out of the darkness? What compels its return to this sacred kingdom? A call from beyond the seals, by the vessel, or by that captive light? Would the seals break? They cannot be undone. But the vessel weakens. That plague springs anew. They must be undone. Yet our seals remain. Our duty holds. It must be cast away. Our duty holds. It shall be done.
I did like 17 different voices there. I don't care. I love doing voices like that. In case it's not obvious, I like doing voices for characters, for funsies. I don't have any interest in being a voice actor. I just like making voices.
Fade away, little shadow. Fade away. let us sleep in peace.
It's the same way I'm reading it in my head, you know? Like, adding a little bit of character to everything. And when the writing's bad, you make a dumb voice for him. That's how it works. I vaguely recall that it takes a little bit longer for the moth to show up the first time, or like when I first played it back in the day. I remember playing this game, I think it was like 2 months after it came out, and being like, how did I go this long without knowing this game existed? I heard nothing about this game. I didn't know about the Kickstarter. I didn't know about any of it. It showed up in a Donkey video, and I was like, sold. And I picked it up, and I did not put it down. I was like, this is a fucking smash hit right here. And it turned out everybody else loved it too. It just kept rolling and rolling and rolling. It's really created big shoes to fill.
What a terrible fate they visit upon you, to cast you away into this space between body and soul. Will you accept that judgment and fade slowly away? Or will you take the weapon before you and cut your way out of this sad, forgotten dream?
I'm gonna take this weapon. This thing is very confusing when you first get it, because it's not like anything else you've gotten in these kinds of games. So, cut through the veil between dreams and waking. It serves multiple functions. This is a better voice for it.
You've returned. Welcome back to the waking world. Those figures, those dreamers, they reached out with what little power they still have and tracked you into that hidden place. But that talisman you now wield, the dream nail, it can cut through the veil that separates the waking world from our dreams. Even the dreamers themselves cannot hide from such a weapon. Though I must admit, that sacred blade has dulled over time. Together perhaps we can restore its power. You only have to bring me essence. Essence. The precious fragments of light that dreams are made of. Collect it wherever you find it, and bring it to me. Once we have enough, we can work wonders together. Go out into the world, wielder. Hunt down the essence that lingers there. Collect 100 essence and return to me. I will teach you more.
Bong, it lets you do that.
What are you doing, poking about in a dusty old mind like mine? Nothing of worth is hidden inside, believe me. But keep probing the world around you with your dream nail. Hidden things will reveal themselves.
So it lets you enter into other minds, which usually just lets you see the thoughts of enemies, but it also lets you, each hit you do generates 1/3 of a full soul gauge. It also lets you farm these things, which I feel like this was kind of an afterthought, because these things give you such little essence. And from a gameplay standpoint, this isn't like terribly interesting gameplay. You run around the room and you find all the little blips and bloops. But all the little blips and bloops added up together are worth significantly less than beating the dream bosses that give you essence also. So I feel like this was something they added in either early or late, and they just were like, fuck it, and just didn't get rid of it. So actually, one of the few criticisms I would say of the systems of this game is that the essence trees feel a little bit worthless. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They do have one use, and so I will cast aside my criticism for a moment, because you can hit these things, and they offer Dead Remembered, Penitent Moth, Dreams Revered. They offer a very minimal amount of lore. So, there's that. I kind of wish they just... I guess, okay, if I had a thought... So Cornifer is listed here, but he never actually shows up here no matter what you do. Ring the bell. And I'll go away. He never actually shows up. There's no way to get him to show up here. He's always gone. I guess the thought was like, we want to have these little things that you can find them and you hit them with a dream nail to get some like a little bit of lore. And then like, it'd be stupid if you just hit them though. So like, let's add a little bit of game around it. And so like, cool, well, what if you get a little bit of essence you have to get from around the room? So it's kind of a platforming challenge. I think they probably could have improved it just a little bit though. Or maybe even just had those things provide slightly more essence, because having them only provide one apiece is very kind of weak sauce. I don't know. I don't exactly know how I would do it differently. So I like this, they got this here. I don't have the map for this area. I could go get it, but I'm gonna go get some stuff first. Oh, these guys are horrifying. Let's listen. Uh-oh, yeah. There's a lot of secrets in here. These guys are awful. They're very aggressive. And it's very off-putting to hear that weird choky breathing they do. And then you approach them and they lunge at you. It's a fuck. Oh god. Oh, and they hit for 2 damage too. This might be some of the first like higher damage you've received from enemies at this point in the game. Which I'm really impressed too with the way they just are like everything deals 1 damage. Put a wall back here. Everything deals 1 damage, and then big enemies deal 2 damage. And it's like, cool, that's literally all they needed to balance most of it. But yeah, you go back there like, oh, what if I go over there? Nope, that's a dead end, it'll kill you. Also, dead. Shit. I knew it was coming too, I was trying to jump. Yep, and then that guy right there, hiding out. No! Oh man, that Descending Dark is quite good at turning me on. Soul Eater. Oh, this is the other one. This is the one that increases your soul gain by a lot. Wanderer's Journal. Oh, I feel like there's like one more thing back here. But I don't have the map, so it's not like that helps. Oh, and then you notice this is in it's by a snail altar, and it's in a large like snail shell. I didn't do any specific dev work on my game today. I just I collated a bunch of my notes from previous entries, previous devlog entries. Oh, here it is. Because like every time I do want to be like, oh, I need to create this system, or I need to create this interaction or whatever. And so I took the ones that I hadn't done, and I put them together, and then I wrote some little blurbs about like, okay, this is what I think I want to do with it, and this is like how I sort of want to prioritize it. Like certain features I'm delaying until later because they're not as relevant yet, and certain ones are you know, something that are not going to change radically or are good to like generate core of. So I was like, I made a priority list of like, here's the 10 things that I will work on next, or like, you know, this is the order of the things that I want to be working on. So tomorrow probably I'll sit down and I'll start on the next one that I've got focus on, and that'll probably take another couple of days or like 2 or 3 days, and then that will inspire me to do some like, oh, I need to implement this system too. So it's been really gratifying though. Wait, hold on.
Oh, la mer.
Ah, Merhon, this world, this cruel, sinful world. Why does she wake? Why does she persist? Ah, Le Mer, you could not know of tragedy as complete as she's. True lovers stripped apart, 2 worlds that could not meet. And now, melee lover, dead so long in time, dead so far away, buried, Mona, aye, amongst its hateful kin that did deny our union, that did reject she's outsideness. She doesn't suppose, Nalo, could she ask? Could she burden? La Mer, couldst you deliver gift to her grave? The gift is maybe small, but the trek is long. She rests amongst her kind near our queen's lush refuge. Would such a thing be done? She asks perhaps impossible things, mad things. For La Mer to take up such request would be a kindness she has near forgotten.
I will not accept the gift right now because I'm absolutely going to take damage and it's going to break and she's going to be very sad. I'm going to have to come back. I could give it to Elderbug, but I'm not going to do this quest at this moment.
You turn away? She should have expected such. This world is not one for favors, only of heartache.
I'm sorry. Oh, notice the giant nail right here? It's because Che is one of the 5 Knights of Renown. We meet... I think we meet all of them in some capacity. Well, yeah, not all alive, I'll say. Uh-oh, yeah. I just realized I don't have any of the charge attacks yet. I need to do that at some point too. Okay, that's the return path up there. This is the way out, I think. Or I guess no, the way out is since I don't have the tram pass, it's gonna be the Stagway. Uh-oh. Oh, it got me. Oh, it got me. Yeah, everything in here deals 2 damage. Is there another breakable wall here? There is. I just gotta check in here because the... Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. We're fine. Everything's fine. Cool. Another Hellena seal. And shortcut. This takes me down to City of Tears, doesn't it? Yes, it does, according to the sign. Whoa, it's a big boy. So these guys are pretty rough, but... Oh, okay. Not too bad. When you drop a couple of spells in them. That's always the way to handle things. If you got the soul, dump the soul into damage. Chances are you'll kill it before it can kill you. Is there a fight here? No, well there is, but it's for something else later. What is this? Oh, the lake, that's right. Yeah, Blue Lake. I think I might need the double jump to get over there. Ah, there he is.
Yeah. Gah, what a calm place. It's action I want, vicious and deadly battle. This serenity is a bore. So peaceful, so dull.
Okay, Tisa. Settle down there, bud. Well, I can stop off at Salubra and go get some charm notches. I'll go see if there's anything I can get over here real quick. Anything obvious. I love the use of Forgotten Crossroads enemies. Because, I mean, that's all this area is. Just kind of an extension of Forgotten Crossroads. That was it, huh? Putrid egg? I'll take it. Or rancid egg. Uh-oh. Oh, that's fine. Huh. Secret. Alright, let's go talk to Salubra. Can I get another charm notch? I sure can, and I only need 7 more to get the next one. Or the last one, I should say. Oh, and then she gives then she offers Salubra's blessing once you bought that too. I'm aware you can talk to her if you stand on her right side, but I want to keep going. So, let's see. Soul Eater, 4 notches. I don't remember it costing that much, but it probably did. What else would I want to put in here? You know, I could do Mark of Pride. Or, you know what, I'll keep what I had there, and I'll add Dash Master to the mix for a little bit of run speed. So now I run faster. Oh, I need to go get, Sprint Master. I need to go get Dash Master. That reminds me. I should do that. That's like over here. What I could do is I could go take care of the sewers and then go left, and that spits me out right next to it. That's always a possibility. I would not feel too bad about that one. So many choices. Okay. Well, let me just go to whatever's near me right now. Which is, I'm gonna go to the Stagway and go get the map for Resting Grounds. And then, what else? What else? Oh, not this way. I guess I'll just pick somewhere that's like more or less a straight line to stuff. You know, I'll do the sewers next. I'll do the sewers next because they feel fairly on. Oh, I didn't need that at all. They feel fairly like on the path. What it seems like a good thing to get done at this point. Plus, it's Dung Defender, man. He's awesome. He's the best. Speaking of one of the other 5 Knights of Great Renown. You know, while I'm here, I just had a thought. I'll do some challenge. I'll challenge myself a little bit. And go beat one of the dream bosses. So I'm in the vicinity right now. Sorry, this is the second time I've called the stag to the station and then just bailed after he shows up. Oh, and there's a thing right here I can get because I have the Crystal Dash, so... God, that's what I fucking love about this game. Everywhere you go, there's a reward. And it's not just like, they don't just hand you stuff. There's gameplay there. It's like, cool, gameplay. Show me the gameplay, buddy. It's awesome. Man, I can't love this game enough, you know? This game is such a big driver for why I wanted to, I mean, I've always wanted to make games, but like, when I was like, I'm gonna make a Metroidvania, it's because Hollow Knight has inspired me to be like, the genre can be done really good. Really, really good. It can be done in new and interesting ways, it can have its own feel, its own flavor. My goal is not to create another Hollow Knight. My goal is to make another entry into the genre that is as you know, satisfying and glorious as Hollow Knight is in its own specific way. It has the same charm and character to it. I'm not concerned that, like, aside from the fact that it is a Metroidvania, there's, you know, and the usual movement abilities apply, there is not any serious overlap in the way that it works out. I don't know if I... Huh? Okay. Are those... Could I actually hit that guy? Nope. Can I hit... No? Oh, weird. A bug. A bug of a bug. So this is our first pet charm. When I equip this, it will turn... It'll drain my soul, and over the course of draining my soul, it'll spit out little dudes that will dive bomb themselves, and when they dive bomb, they deal a bunch of damage. So it's kind of what? It's kind of like oh yeah, I can just go this way, can't I? Yeah, I can. It's a way of, if you are bad at using your soul on spells, you can just convert it to like auto damaging enemies. They're obviously not gonna necessarily be used like optimally. They're not gonna go off at the ideal time, but it's better than building up too much soul and then not using it, you know. Okay, so now I have the wall jump, so I can get up here, I can go over here, and I can get up to this place. You can hear those guys moaning. Moaning. And I forget, is there something up here? I thought there was something up as well, but it's been a while. I know there's this, obviously. Is this just... Yeah, okay, I guess I could have gone up that way. That's another option. These assholes. Don't feel bad that I did a murder on them. They deserved it. Green boss time. So, we'll see how well I do. This is not my first rodeo for any of these bosses. This boss, I feel, is actually particularly manageable because his whole deal is, if he's off the screen, he will always do the same, like, run at you and then jump attack. There we go. So you have a certain amount of control you can do over him. Like, that's taller, you know. Also, since the things are always falling, it makes it a little bit easier to always get little pot shots at range. Uh-oh. Ow. Oh, I'm just doing so good. Wow, I am straight up getting murdered. Okay. Let's, Yep. Cool. So as you can see, he's actually very easy. Totally manageable. Oh, the other good thing, dream deaths don't count as actual deaths. So that was not a death. It's not a death in Steel Soul, it's not a death here. I don't know if there's an actual death counter anywhere, but that is not, I'm not counting that as a death. I don't have to recover a shade, I'm just kicked out of the dream. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna just stick on this idiot for a second here, because he's pretty much only gonna do that. Woo! Oh. Okay, hold on. Oh, I don't... Oh, that's right. This is one difficulty of the boss, which is that he... Because he has his armor on, you don't get soul for hitting him. Ow. I don't deal a lot of damage either with this nail. Alright, I'll come back later. I have been chumped. I have spoken too soon. I have been chumped. Not even lightly, not gently. That's not a gentle chumping. I will worry about it later. I've done a bunch of Godmaster too. I beat the last challenge. I haven't done it with all the bindings and stuff on. I have the first two. The first one I think I have an all bindings run, and I think the second one I've beat it consecutively with the bindings on, but I haven't done it all at once. So where am I going? I'll go to the... I kind of want to just do a circuit. Kind of just run around and pick up some stuff. That wouldn't be bad. No, I don't have the thing to get up in there. There is something I can get here in the top of this room now. There's another one of those dream trees? I don't know what you call them. Ugh. Normally you wouldn't have fought the brooding Mawlek unless you had the wall jump and you came back here, but I guess seen in previous videos. I did it already by just doing pogoing on stuff. So up here, I did not know about the secret on my first playthrough. Totally missed it. I don't know what that is. Also, Now that I think about it, oh, it's the mechanism for the elevator, I think. Yes, now we got this thing here. Bong. This also, the way they've set this up with the essences and stuff, seems like a good way to give these big rooms some purpose for retread. Which is fun. Whatever, whatever. I don't care, I don't care. I don't care that I'm sucking and failing hard. Who even cares about, huh? Who even would feel bad about such a thing? Should be one more. There's 29 in this room. Really? You couldn't just throw an extra one in there? There's plenty of space. Alright, well, I'm gonna go talk to the Grub Father. We only got a few minutes left in the video anyway, so it's probably good for me to just, like, do this, and then... Where else can I go in 5 minutes? Go grab something. Yo, what up? What up, bud?
Wee. Wah.
Oh, is this a relic? Oh, Grub Song! Hey, yeah, it's a charm. That's a good charm, too. It's a especially good charm on your first playthrough because you're gonna get hit a lot, and getting free soul for getting hit is always bueno. That's gonna be a relic. Nope, rancid egg. There's somebody you can sell rancid eggs to, I think? Or no. I think it's that you can sell it to them when it's steel sold. That's the other one. There is somebody you can go to. Oh, it's to buy rancid eggs and they're in the sewer. That's what I'm thinking of. I love how they just they crammed so much stuff in this dang video game. Such a video game. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go... I could either go the reverse path, or I could go... See, that's the thing. Even the cliffs, you know... Is this Kingdom's Edge? Or something like that. No, I think Kingdom's Edge was over here. Howling Cliffs. Even Howling Cliffs has 2 entrances to it. It's awesome. It's amazing. You need the dash for one, you need the wall jump for the other. Outstanding. Cannot believe just, like, how thorough they've been in making this game kick so much ass. The art really is just a lot of it, and the way they execute on the art. What I've pointed out with, like, the parallax effects and such, it has added so much character to this game. That's a system. Ooh, I mean, I'm not putting that down right now because we're still very far away from doing a lot with any art. In fact, I've specifically told my my friend who's doing the art, like, he's like, can I help with anything? And I'm like, don't worry about it because there are so many other systems to build before we get to needing art assets that and he's sort of preoccupied at the moment with a career switch. But like, I do not want him to feel like he has to do a bunch of art for stuff that may end up substantially changing later. How far can I get? I can make it to that other bench in 2 minutes. I'll do it. I'll go ahead and do it. Probably something along the way I can get. Yep. Easy to get to when you got the dash. Little side path. And then just a bunch of more of these like horizontal, very, very narrow pathways. Moss charger. No, you don't. No, you don't, fucker. Still sort of maintaining the feel of green path. What this? I don't think so. I don't think so, bud. Oh, that's right. I got the key so I could get the upgraded Vengeful Spirits. I need to do that too. Shit. I was all hyped up and everything to get all the spells. Okay. Hit this guy real quick. Yeah, I'll just grab the bench down here and we'll call it that. There's plenty of stuff for me to do. I'll get to it. Don't worry. I'll get to it. All right. Map updated. And that'll be that. So I'll talk for another 30 seconds so we hit a full hour because numbers. But thanks for sticking around. I hope if you're watching these videos, you're enjoying them. Because I love this game. This is not my first playthrough in this game. I am delighted if anybody finds this video and these videos and has been watching them, even though they themselves have also played Hollow Knight plenty, because it's just such a good fucking game, right? My enthusiasm should be palpable at this point. It is a fantastic experience. I guess I am kind of making these videos for people who either are not going to play Hollow Knight because it's just not their bag, which is fine, but they still want to experience the charm of it, or people who have already played it, because I've talked about a lot of like, well, you can go here to get this thing and here to get this thing kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this scotch. I'm gonna eat some dinner. I'm gonna relax. It's been a good day. It's been a good night, and I hope you have a good day or night or whatever time of day it is for you while you're watching this video. And onward. So thanks. Goodbye.